Hey guys, so I've got a really cool unboxing to do today. As you can tell by the title, this is the DJI Action 5 Pro, and little reason why I'm getting this is because I've got the Osmo Pocket 3, which I'm recording on at the moment, and I might do like a side-by-side comparison of them, maybe in this video, maybe next one. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But the reason why I brought this is because I love this, the Pocket 3. I love it. It's one of my favourite things that I bought in a very long time. But the only problem I have with it is it's my only camera, and we live in an area where Wales, it rains all the time, so I wanted an action camera. I was going to get the Action 4, and I think it was like literally a week or two before I was gonna get it. I had like a notification being like revealed something to do with the Action 5 Pro coming out. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold on a little bit. And I know the AS Pro 2 is coming out, and I was gonna hold on for that. But when I seen this, I was like, no, I'm gonna get it. So we're gonna unbox it together, and I'm super stoked about it. But yes, let's get to the unboxing. So this is the sunset in here, so I want to see what this looks like now. It's not dark, but it's definitely overcast. I can see that it's a little bit darker than it was just now. Clouds look fine. What do you think, Brock? It's just starting to rain, but this is off view right now. Now I'm going to try it on Super Night mode and see what it looks like then. So this is it on Super Night mode. I know it's not like dark or anything, but because it's overcast, I just wanted to see how everything looks. Hey there! Hello, gorgeous girl. Come here. Oh, is the bin bag in the way? Hey! So yeah, that's the sky. We'll have a look right from here. Crazy girl! Crazy girl! Oh, you are so crazy. You're so crazy. I can. Oh, you a stinking girl. Oh no. This. Look at this. This is what she's jumping on. No. Oh, girl. Look at the state of you. Oh no. Someone's gonna have to have a bath. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think of the slow motion, the water thing? Up here it is very dark, so I don't know if you could even see anything under the water. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think it is a flop? Do you think it's worth it? I'd love to know your guys' opinion. I personally think this is perfect for what I need it for. The low light capability, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong there. I will do a deeper dive into that. But I feel like it was hyped up a little bit more than what it actually is. But everything else, this camera is perfect. To be honest, like I feel like I can't really compare with the low light because this is the type of area that I live in. So it's very secluded. So I don't think I have a really fair opinion when it comes to that. I think if you're in a city and there's loads of like ambient lighting and around you, I think then it would be really handy to have. But as for up in the sticks where there's not much lighting, you'd be lucky if the council even do street lights here, and half of them are broke. But yeah, so I think when it's very dark, no, it's not very good. I think if you was in the city, it would be perfect. But I can't speak on it because I haven't got to experience that yet. So but this would be the reason why I got this camera for more than anything is Kyra's going crazy, is purely because I want to go on holidays, I want to travel a fair bit, and I don't want to be worried about dropping my camera, about not being able to take it into the water. I know you get phones these days that are waterproof and stuff, but there's nothing, I don't know, I guess I'm just like a gadget geek when it comes to that. I like to hold something, record it in my hand, then edit it and everything. So I just think that this is perfect for that, and that's the reason why I got it for. Also, that I don't have a second camera, I only have the Osmo Pocket 3, so if that ever broke, even though I've got insurance on it, that if I was waiting I could still record. It's always good to have a second camera. I also wanted to get something that was the same layout, that weren't going to confuse me, and I think DJI has just simplified the settings and stuff so much that anyone can use it. I've never used to use D-Log M, I've only now just started using it. If you haven't used it yet, I would suggest playing around with it because it can make the quality of the images and the colours so much more vivid. But I understand when you get a camera, you don't want to like dive into all of that stuff first. You just want to get a feel of the camera. That's exactly what I did with the Pocket 3. I regret not trying out the 10-bit straight away though. But yeah, so what do you guys think? I'm going to keep doing that because I want to see what that looks like when I play it back, because I want to see if this sports mode is perfect for what I would be doing it for, but we'll see. But yeah, it is beautiful up here, very cloudy, very dark and grey, but we'll see what the image comes out looking like. Home, sweet home. What?
Flower!
Oh god, something to do with this plant. A new flower.
A flower!
It did as well. Oh damn, that's cool actually.
How pretty is that? And it's got 2 more coming right there.
Wow. Are you happy?
I'm very happy.
He's happy.
I'm a happy plant dad. I managed to get it to flower finally after. This is the Miranda. The one downstairs is the lemon and lime one, which also is gonna flower. But this one I've had for 3 years. Before I met you, I had it in that dingy flat. It started dying. In Clydach, it wasn't doing very well. Here, I repotted it, gave it some love, and it gave me a flower.
Well done.
Yes.
Just a little note as well, guys. So if any of you that want to get this have the Pocket 3, The little tiny tripod that it comes with, which is pretty much pointless, I don't really use it. I've got this tripod that I use with the pocket, and they just stay together. I use this sometimes only if it's got an attachment like this on top of it, so it makes it a little bit longer. But this works perfectly with the Adventure Combo one that I've got. So you get the extension rod thing, but it hasn't got a tripod, but it's got the threaded thing at the bottom, and it makes it for a perfect little tripod. And it looks really good, so I think that's what I'm going to use the little tripod that come with the Osmo Pocket 3. So yes. So hey guys, I just got back now, and yeah, I just want to give a final review, I guess, or opinion on what I think of this camera. I think this is perfect for what I need it for. Personally, when I'm out with the dog walking and stuff, I think it is phenomenal. When it gets to low lights, I don't know if you'll be able to see in this now because it is quite dark. I've waited to do this, so it slacks a little bit. So this is what it looks like in super night mode. See if we just put this light on, if it makes any difference. Super night mode, in the car, driving up. So, not too much, but it does slack a little bit. It's nothing compared to the Pocket 3 when it's like that. But that said, apart from that, everything is perfect. If you lived in a house that didn't have terrible lights like mine for that, or if you lived in like the city or whatever, it would be perfect in that scenario. I know that for a fact. It would look amazing. But in a darker environment, it isn't the best. But everything else, the 40 megapixel camera is a massive bonus. Not that I would use it as much as maybe, I'm not sure, but when you're on holidays, I think that's perfect to have. The waterproofness, amazing, love it. And yeah, overall, I'm really happy with this. I'm happy that I got it. It does work better in daylight, but yeah, that is pretty much all you guys need to know. If you're thinking of buying it, do I think it's worth it? 100%. I think it is definitely worth its money, especially with the Adventure Combo one. But yeah, so if you guys are thinking of getting it, I hope this video helps you. So yeah, peace.